Okay, so we want to talk about, you said it last episode. I try not to reference the last episode just in case people are not watching this in order. But ultimately, you said we are more than our ambition. It's true. I completely agree. But I want to hear what you mean by that. Why do you say we're more than our ambition?
Because a lot of people will do anything they can to reach their goal. Sacrifice their health, sacrifice their relationships, sacrifice their own, not even just physical health, but mental health.
Right.
And what's the point of achieving your goal if you can't even celebrate it for long?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah.
You achieve it, 2 years later, you die of something. You know what I mean? Like you die of some health complications or whatever. There's a reason why. I think you said it best. You said on the average millionaire became a millionaire like 60, 50 or 60.
Yeah. So if you happen to become a millionaire,
Yeah.
it's actually at 49.
At 49?
But if you do become a millionaire, which few people do, you usually hit that point at the age of 49.
At 49? Yeah, people are trying to be millionaires before that because
In their 20s.
in their 20s or in their 30s, so they can enjoy it longer. In my opinion, 49 is still young. My mom's about to be 48. That's still very young.
Oh yeah.
But once you cross that 50 range into mid 50s and 60s, I mean, we all know how time flies. As you get older, time goes faster. So we just want to, like you said, we want to take care of our parents and we want to actually enjoy being in, I call it Valhalla, after getting there. You know what I mean? So it's like, while it is important to have ambition, have discipline and hard work, don't let it become detrimental to your health and the relationships that you have with other people, because I've seen and I've heard of people screwing other people over to try to get ahead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Burning bridges to get ahead. They sacrifice the relationship with their children. They sacrifice the relationship with their parents, with their wives / spouse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's the point of getting to that point where your wife's unhappy and then she divorces you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you divorce her, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, you just have to make sure that
Yeah.
it's gonna sound messed up, and this is something that I have to learn, and I'm still learning. You have to make sure that even if you don't achieve what you want to achieve, you're still gonna be okay at the end.
Right.
You're still gonna be okay up here.
Right.
You know what I mean? At least that's the way that I see it, and that's the way that I'm starting to understand it. While we have big ambitions and goals, and I do believe that we can achieve them.
Absolutely.
I strongly believe that if it doesn't happen, or if it doesn't happen the way that we think it's gonna happen, you know what I mean? Then we have to know that it's gonna be okay, because our very livelihood, our lives, like your health. Steve Jobs said it himself on his deathbed that he would trade everything, his wealth, everything, to be healthy again. He would trade all of that. And that spoke to me a lot, because you're talking to one of the richest men in the world, one of the most influential people of all generations ever in United States history, and he can't save himself.
Absolutely.
Despite having all of this.
Great analogy, even better than what I was going to use. Absolutely. Steve Jobs went young, and he couldn't do anything about it. That type of cancer just spreads so quickly. By the time you realize you have it, you're in stage 4 a lot of times. And, people aren't just saying health is wealth for no reason. I was talking to a young lady the other day, and she said that, she was making a joke about how many attractive people there are in LA and how versus where she's from. And she said that you hear about it, but you don't really get it until you go to Miami or LA. But she's like, everyone here is like running with their shirt off, everyone here is fit and whatnot. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, okay. And she's like, well, the big point I'm trying to make is, it seems that if you have fitness down, that's already a huge one up for you, because that's a lot of people's life goal across the world.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people get in dietary, trouble, in the sense that they start eating whatever's convenient and they get out of shape, and they go online and see someone in shape and they get upset that they're not in shape even more so, and they go back to this downward spiral. Or people end up having kids or family, and they end up straying away from their health. And so that health, they want to be fit more than they want the money, and they prove it because they'll pay for a personal trainer, they'll pay for various programs, and they won't even it may not utilize the programs, but they want that said thing, right? It's hard to obtain. And what I want to say with this episode is some of the things in life you just cannot buy, right? Shout out to Elon Musk. I know people feeling different about him, but shout out to Elon Musk. But I want to say the reason why is because I want to say it's no disrespect. What I'm about to say is, I was talking to one of my teachers and one of my friends, and she was saying, "Do you think it's necessary to?" I'm trying to translate what she said, but she's basically saying, "Do you think it's still important to learn a new language?" And I said, "Yeah. Do you think it's still important to learn a new language?" We had the conversation, and it's hard to translate a memory like that. But we had the conversation, but in short, I'm gonna say it both ways, guys. I know some people will understand this, some won't. I know Josh will, but she said, todavía importante aprender un idioma nuevo porque inteligencia artificial. Elon Musk dijo, es no importante aprender un idioma nuevo porque inteligencia artificial is creciendo ahora. Artificial intelligence is growing right now, and so Elon Musk had a big an article saying that we don't need to learn a new language anymore because we'll have something to assist us with that. It's like, I'll be honest with you, man, my voice to text still doesn't work right. Like when you do the voice to text on your phone, that still messes up my words. And so I get that you're saying that we'll have a machine in our head that will allow us to translate quicker, but it's just like,
I would never put that.
I'll never put that thing next to me.
Yeah, that's so lazy.
It's so lazy. And the last part about that is Elon Musk doesn't speak another language.
He's from...
Exactly, I know, right? And so the headline was this. It said Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk all only speak English. And it's true. Elon Musk does not speak another language, despite being from South Africa. And it said, is language still important since the wealthiest people do not, those three wealthy people do not speak another language? And so that's the conversation of mine of what me and my friend were talking about. Is it important because the wealthy people of the world, there's some wealthy people of the world who don't speak another language? It's like, well, they're blessed to be born or to be working in the United States, first of all. It's kind of like there can be a billionaire in China who only speaks Mandarin,
right? Because
these are two economic superpowers. But does not take away from the importance of learning another language. Your brain is wired different at that point on forward.
It is.
Just because someone's financially successful doesn't mean that life's in order. They still could have dropped the ball in several other places in their life. They still can commit suicide. Their health can deteriorate tomorrow, and those billions cannot save them, right? You're not going to be the richest man walking, not as long as BlackRock exists. You know what I mean? So why would that be your objective at that point? Your objective should be a full life, and that's all I'm trying to get at.
No, I agree with you. A full, fulfilling life.
Absolutely.
And that's what a lot of people, I think this expands across everyone because as humans, we love stories. I think everybody wants to be creative in some sense.
Yeah.
I really do. I think people just want to express themselves creatively, and that's what a lot of people's goals are, whether that be in teaching, whether that be in law, whether it be in a doctor. People just want to express themselves creatively, and despite having all that money and wealth, and my bad, I'm backtracking. What you said is right. Just because that someone has a lot of wealth and finance and money doesn't mean that you should be taking all of their advice, all of their advice, because like you said, they're dropping the ball in other areas as well.
Yeah.
Just like how I said there's a cost to being a CEO, there's a cost to being what they are.
Absolutely.
Which is why there's so few of them.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? There's a huge cost to that. I mean, Jeff Bezos got a divorce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other stuff that he lost as well.
And Bill Gates as well.
And Bill Gates and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
And there's a cost to this. There's a cost to everybody wants to be. I think it's kind of like this old saying. The pastor during church, it was either the priest or the minister, whoever gives a speech during church. I didn't go to church too much, but he's like, how many people want to go to heaven? everyone's like, yeah, you know, clapping, yada yada yada.
Who's one to go through hell?
You know, but how many of you want to die?
Oh, okay.
Everyone's silent. How are you supposed to get to heaven? That's the only way you're gonna go to heaven is if you die.
Yeah.
Not and like I equate that to having ambition and goals.
Right.
Who wants to be a billionaire? Me, yada yada yada. Who wants to lose their wife, have a terrible relationship with their kids, have no time, have to work 80-hour weeks for a long period of time, have to sacrifice a lot, you know what I mean? Like this, yada yada yada, and they're just be in constant stress, and everyone's just like, no. Not a lot of people are willing to do that.
Yeah, I've lost a lot, but the next thing I'm gonna do is, there's no shots of these guys, but the next thing I'm gonna do is build Blue Origin or build SpaceX. I need you guys to look at me again. You know what I mean? Even though NASA is a completely functioning organization, let me start my own space exploration thing because I can't keep my marriage together. Or I can't keep my family. Or the applause of my family is not enough. And I read something recently. It's basically saying in short the power of having enough or the power of knowing what is enough, and very few people have that ability, and so they want more and more and more, but the relationships may be more and more superficial as well. So this conversation, as long as has been going on as long as humans have been here. But I don't think anything's wrong with ambition as long as it's in a healthy amount. Ambition should never come at the expense of your performance. So I don't need the most charged up, motivated doctor. I need the most competent. I don't need a doctor coming in there and be like, I'm the best doctor in here. Watch, I'm gonna do this heart surgery real quick. Let me get to it real quick. Flexing on these niggas now. Flexing on them. He's like doing heart surgery.
You know what I mean? Go.
It's like, bro, hey, go start with him.
Right.
Look at the boy over there who seems calm and knows what he's doing.
Right.
You're gonna see him have to sit down, and so that ambition and motivation, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of your performance, and as long as it doesn't come at the expense at the group's performance. Last thing I want to say here is, someone said, imagine working on a team, the success of a team, if no one's concerned about the credit. That's a lot of reason why I named this Black Hollywood. That's a lot of reason we named it Black Hollywood, because the success rate of a team, when no one's worried about credit, their performance is so much better than people who are trying to get a name out of that.
I agree.
For themselves. Because everyone's ciphering out the business to get themselves on. But when credit's not the main focus, you guys can build Rome.
Limitless possibilities.
Limitless possibilities.
Unlimited possibilities, my bad. Or limitless, whatever.
Limitless hits it,
Yeah.
Nevertheless, you guys get the gist of it. Work on a team and don't worry about credit, man, and really and see what that does for you. Same with relationships. It's not 50-50. It's 100-100. So
facts.
This is Black Hollywood, and we'll see you guys next episode.
Yep. See you guys at the top.